Hello, YouTube. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Do I have a treat for you guys today? Usually I'm more about the metaphysics and I'm like yada, 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 yada. By the way, well, I got a treat for you guys because I'm going to show you some recipes. All right, so Vesta powder. Well, what is it? Well, it's named after the goddess Vesta of hearth and home. Okay, the powder that you can add to sachets for protection, grounding. Um, it can supposedly help promote a glamour if charged enough to give a form of outlook of innocence when people look upon you and purity, right? Beauty. Um, so could combing your hair and taking a bath. So, but I just sorry, I'm trying to be humorous. Okay. However, also just its main purpose is to dispel negativity and evil. It breaks fucking hexes. Boom. Explosively breaks hexes. It adds energy to any spell. And used in exorcisms and so forth. Many cultures use this. They might call it something different, but here in the United States, it's most commonly known as Vesta powder, even though it might be used by other cultures, even Native American cultures. They call it something different. Anyway, what is it? What is it made out of? Well, it's usually made out of one main ingredient and then in another ingredient. I've seen powdered sugar added to it. Now, first, before I go any further, let me explain to you, because if you go on YouTube, you want to get some of the basic, well, this is what it is, put it together. But you're not going to get a chemistry. You're not going to learn why it works the way it is and what it is. The main ingredient is saltpeter. Saltpeter was often added to food. Matter of fact, it used to be believed it used to slow down carnal urges. That has been proven not to be the case. You could buy buy supplements at some drugstores because weightlifters use it because it's believed to help make the muscles somehow build quicker. Okay, I don't know the chemistry on that. What I do know is that potassium nitrate or saltpeter can usually be found in old mom and pop shops. Okay, pharmacies. It's really not there in modern pharmacies anymore, like Walgreens, unless it's in the supplement form. Another secret, which, first of all, raw potassium nitrate can be very toxic. So you don't want to get in your mouth usually. All right, so the supplements are cut with a lot of different fillers. That's, because it's like, water isn't poisonous, but if you drink too much water, your brain would actually swell. Too much of anything. So they take this toxic thing and they cut it down. So you could also find saltpeter in what's called curing salt. You can find that at the grocery store, especially if you make your own meats like pepperoni, because yes, guys, potassium nitrate is used to, or the nitrates in the potassium nitrate is used to help cure homemade meats like pepperoni. I believe corned beef too, I'm not sure. Anyway, potassium nitrate is also the main ingredient in fireworks, gunpowder, well, one of the three ingredients. Highly explosive, supposedly. However, this is not entirely true. Here in this little bowl, to help kind of demonstrate what I'm talking about, is pure potassium nitrate. Here's a flame. Here it's touching potassium nitrate. No explosion, no, right? Why is this? Well, because potassium nitrate is an oxidizer. It helps supply an oxygen environment for other things that are combustible. And those other things help spread the particles separate a little bit. They're laying on one particle of potassium nitrate is laying on another particle of something else, which creates a gap, which helps create, a little small thing for oxygen to flow. And that's where you get the boom, right? Do not, especially if you're starting out, Do not mix potassium nitrate with sulfur, guys. Powdered sulfur is the second ingredient in gunpowder. So it can become very volatile. So you don't want to use a metal spoon in a metal bowl, for example, or a plastic bowl, which can contain static electricity, because mixing it could add a spark and could add that. Okay, it's happened. Not to me, but it happens, especially people who make homemade fireworks. They start mixing these chemicals, so boom. So what is the other ingredient that is safe for potassium nitrate to do its little cool little magic, which it should maybe even give like a bluish flame because of the nitrates, and then it'll give like a little fog that comes up, right? Well, I'm about to show you. Oh, by the way, those little self-lighting or little carbon discs that people put in their incense burner to burn resins and herbs usually has potassium nitrate inside the carbon. The charcoal brick, that's why you can see little stars sparkling like this in it sometimes. They help keep it lit and help keep that fire interested, okay? So, here we have a tablespoon of potassium nitrate. I guess I should probably tell you where you can get it. You can get it on Amazon, eBay, a couple of ounces of Vesta powder. A pound of Vesta powder I've seen costs about $20 or more. All right, you could probably buy potassium nitrate, pure potassium nitrate, for almost as much. It may be a little bit cheaper, but you didn't hear it from me. But Spectracide, it's a stump remover you can get from Lowe's for about $6. It's basically 100% potassium nitrate, which is why if you don't have experience holding hazardous chemicals, I mean, it's fine, but you should probably wear a glove, an eye protection always, right? Okay, so anyways, you want to mix about equal amounts of potassium nitrate and cornstarch. Again, I've heard people put powdered sugar in something, but it's very fine, right? But cornstarch is made from corn, and of course, corn has some protection properties, luck. Basically, corn can almost be seen as a all-purpose item in witchcraft. Okay, so perfect to go in there. It's a powder. It helps kind of keep the potassium separated, helps absorb moisture away from the potassium nitrate, and then cornstarch has this interesting ability to, after it absorbs the moisture, releases it back into a gas, right? Matter of fact, in powdered sugar, cornstarch is an ingredient to help keep the powdered sugar from caking. All right, so this is a practical application for magic and science, right? So to keep your potassium nitrate from caking. And again, because we will be mixing, first of all, I'm going to put like a tablespoon of cornstarch into, do not mix it with this metal spoon. About a tablespoon into the potassium nitrate. All right. So I'm using ceramic spoons. You should probably use rubber if you have any kind of rubber. Especially if you're mixing it with some, now it'd probably be safe enough. Maybe even using this and this together. I'm just trying to be safe, and especially telling you guys to be safe. I don't know your chemistry background, but in any case, mix it thoroughly together. Got to be together, mixed thoroughly. Otherwise, it won't burn right. Now, basically, how you would use this, it would be applying it to your incense, or mixing this with powdered incense. You might powdered sandalwood, powdered cinnamon. Not only would it help keep your powdered incense burning instead of suffocating the charcoal briquette, it'll help it burn quicker, burn cleaner. So yeah, there's that. Or most people like just take a little pinch and put it into the flame. Okay. And you could also, this other uses, you could put this and sprinkle it around your house. I don't really think that's a good idea. I mean, especially if you get it in its like real raw form, like in like stump remover. Not all stump remover has potassium nitrate, but Spectracide it's the only ingredient. So anyway, if you get it from there, but it rots wood, so that's one reason why you don't want to touch it. But when you mix it with other things such as um, the cornstarch, it becomes a little bit less dangerous. Uh, but anyways, so yeah, mix it up real good. Pray over it, charge it to the goddess Vesta. You could also, if you're petitioning the goddess Vesta, obviously you use Vesta powder. Okay. Again, add strength to spells, cast away negative. You feel something negative in your ritual area after you've cleansed it, but you feel something creeping in, some little be gone. This helps clear out negativity. Spell breaking, again, uh, sometimes this is even an ingredient in hot foot powder, believe it or not. But of course, that would, with the sulfur in many hot foot powders, that would be, might be more explosive. Could you imagine having this stuff around your house? You don't clean your house enough and you drop a candle? I don't believe you should get out your house. I mean, inside the house, outside the house, whatever. You know, just to be safe. Okay, but people sprinkle it into their ritual area and then let it absorb the negativity, and then they remove, they sweep it up, and that's how it works. But in any case, thank you for watching, and I might put some of this in my next video use. Okay, bye. Again, thanks for watching.